PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. So one of my favorite people in the whole world started out, Laura Madison, now Laura Rainez. And, you know, she started out selling cars in Montana and grew her business, her own personal business within a dealership. She went to the next level, and now she is zoomed to the highest level of being in the car business. So let me explain to you what I've kind of learned over the last couple of years. I've been pushing the whole digital mantra on you guys. Get videos out, store your videos, do videos before you have a customer. You know, it's just like a sports event. If any of you ever played sports or you really watch sports, the game is exciting. I get it. The hours they play in the game, I guess, you know, football, 2.5 hours, baseball, 3.5 days. I know it's getting longer and longer with commercials, but we're seeing the end result of the hundreds and thousands of hours of practice. You know, you take a great athlete, maybe playing the sport of football, they might have started in Pop Warner, learning the very basics of the game. And from maybe age 7 or 8 years old, now they're an adult, they're 30 years old playing in the NFL. Look at all those years. Look at how much repetition. You know, a running play is a running play, a passing play is a passing play. But it's that repetition that's turned them into that athlete. Granted, they had the DNA. Granted, they had the natural speed. Granted, they had the height and the dexterity to be an athlete. Not everybody has that. I understand that. But they didn't just use that because they never would have made it. It was that repetition and the practice and preparation that brought them to that next level. So not everybody can sell cars. If you're selling cars, I don't care if you're on the bottom of the board, how many units you sell a month, or if you're top of the board or somewhere in the middle. I'll be honest with you. If you can sell cars for a living, you're very unique because there is not many people. Look at how many people leave the dealership every single year, every single month because they just can't do it. They can't work the hours. They can't handle the rejection. They can't do it. So you're just like an athlete. You have the talent. So your base talent was already there. When you walked in the dealership, you could either sell or you can't sell. If you can't sell, you will never make it. So you already had that natural DNA. So now what I'm trying to explain to you is the more repetition that you do with your skill set, the better off you're going to be at game time. And everybody knows exactly what those quotation fingers represented, game time. But the new mantra and the new thing is digital. So customers used to show up and you would ask them, and I know they were defensive. I don't blame them for being defensive. It's a giant multi-million-dollar facility with a bunch of cars there and the speakers going off and balloons everywhere. It's intimidating. But the customer would come in and you'd greet him with a big smile. Welcome. Welcome to the dealership. How may I assist you? Well, we're just looking, you know. So that's the first thing. Well, they're not. They are looking, but it's a defensive posture. Well, what exactly are you looking for? Well, we haven't even decided. We don't know if we want a car, a horse, or a tricycle, or a bike, or we just want to walk every day. We don't know. So again, it's all, you know, defensive. But they don't do that now. Even on a brand new car that just came out, they go online and they see what your inventory looks like. They go online and see what the rates are. If they're looking at a used car, they go online and see exactly what you're asking for that used car. Then they go online and on the used car, they check the Carfax because you offer the Carfax. So now they show up not just looking anymore, they're coming in to look at sometimes one specific individual vehicle, and they've got a printout with the vehicle identification number on it. So this is the best time in the history of the world to sell cars because you don't have to dig through I'm just looking, I don't even know why I stopped here, and I got to go ask my wife or husband. You don't have to dig through that anymore because they're coming in to look at that exact car. The majority of the time, there is some kind of indicator that would let you know that they're coming. That's why video becomes so important. So Polk, P-O-L-K, is a service that looks at automobile industry trends. I guess they're the biggest out there. So the facts that I found out this last year is they're saying that over 80% of pre-owned buyers were motivated because of some video. Maybe on the website, it just had a video walk around of the car. so they could see the whole car like they were standing there. Maybe. Maybe there was a salesperson. Maybe somebody was on camera just talking about the features of the car while it went around. There's just a voiceover. But they were motivated by a video. People watch TV. In the year 2020 and these first 3 months of 2021, people have watched more TV than ever watched in their life before. They can't go out. They can't go eat. They can't go do anything. They've stayed at home and they've watched everything. And don't think the automobile manufacturers haven't blasted the commercials on there trying to get people fired up to go buy a car during COVID. So what I want you to understand is you've got to get in this digital age. If you want to go to the next level, I don't want you to work 80 hours a week. Who wants to work 80 hours a week? Do you not have a personal life? I mean, if you don't, then stay up there 80 hours. I mean, it's fun to sell cars. But if you have kids at home, or you're trying to start a relationship, or you like to fish, or you like to ride motorcycles, or you want to play on a industrial league baseball, softball team or something, you want to do some fun stuff, then you've got to be more efficient at point of sale. The more information you can get to the customer with a video, the less you have to do when they arrive. So that's like all this practice time that you put in, and now it's game time. The funny thing about it is you don't have to do it for every single customer. There's some generic stuff you can do. If you sell Toyotas, you can do a 2021 Highlander walk around. Hey, KC, right here, here's the top 5 things that are unbelievable on the 2021 Highlander. And you put that in a YouTube account or some account like that, and it's a link in there, and somebody calls up and wants some information about a Highlander. Before you get off the phone, their phone's already vibrating because you sent that video over. You can't do that if you haven't prepped. That needs to be in there. I'm not asking you to decide whether I'm right or not. I don't have to ask you because I know I'm right. If you can do a walk around in person for a customer, you can do a walk around on a video. Now you don't have to do a walk around every time because you can send it out days in advance of them coming in. It's just more efficient. What Laura would do with her certified inventory, I put TCUV up here. Even as a salesperson that's very short time in the game, you know when a car is traded in that's going to be certified. If we got a Tacoma in and that thing is straight, we're going to certify that vehicle because we can't get them. Same thing with RAVs. I mean, they're going as fast as we can. So when something's traded in last night, you're looking at that trade-in row before you leave the dealership and you realize those 3 cars are going to be certified cars. Might take 3 to 7 days to get them through your shop before they get online and are offered for certified. So what she would do is she would go out there and do a walk around. You know, she'd say, hey, I'm Laura. Here's a certified RAV4, Tacoma, 4Runner, whatever. She would do the video before the car ever went through the shop. She would do the video before the car ever went through recon or detail. So immediately she could post it to her social media sites, but the day the car went online, somebody was interested, she's already got the walk around done and she could send it out immediately. She sold more cars than anybody. She didn't use dealership traffic ups. She didn't take ups. She worked the internet. So this is 2015. So 6-7 years ago, you know, and that's what she was doing then. Now we're in a digital age because of COVID-19. It's forced us to become more digital than ever before. So let's say that she was a pioneer because she was almost a decade ahead of all of us that haven't begun to do this yet. Start out with a basic introduction video. Hey, I'm KC, and I want to let you know that I'll be personally taking care of your account, and I just wanted to send a message saying I can't wait to start working for you. Why would you not send that out? I mean, they taught us in the very basics the meet and greet. I never understood the difference between the meeting and the greeting, whatever. I think it rhymed. They liked it, meet and greet. But if I'm supposed to do a fantastic meeting and greeting of the customer, why wait till they come in? Well, I could do it multiple days before they come in. I don't want to make this too long today. I just want to encourage you to understand that people are motivated by the things that capture their lifestyle. Right now, video games are video. They're called video games. People are watching more TV than ever before. So TV becomes a real giant part of their life. So I'm asking you to be TV. I'm asking you to be a video game. I'm asking you to be what they're used to using almost every second of every day. Look how much computer time, look how much Facebook time, look how much Twitter time people are doing. Get yourself out there and turn it into income. Make it fun. Sell yourself. If you run out of time, squeeze in this. Sell yourself again. If there's any time left over, sell yourself one more time. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.